Uh, you know when you wake up first thing in the morning and you start going over your messages, you see what's going on? These dummies at Classic, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in South Charlotte. Ooh, we're focusing a lot on Charlotte today, man. I got different dealers to talk about. But this Amanda, whoever she is, the service department, and I'm just assuming it's her. It could not. It could be somebody that's digging in her guts. I don't know. But dumb.
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, got it.
I can already tell this is going to be a whole day. Yeah. Pinky's out. Let's get into it, man. Before we do, though, you already know what time it is. Before we do, you know what time it is. Today's video is being brought to you guys by Morgan & Morgan, attorneys at law. If you're looking for a personal injury law firm, there is none larger than Morgan & Morgan anywhere on planet Earth. I say Earth because if you really want somebody that's going to be able to earth slam those insurance companies, it's going to be Morgan & Morgan. You need somebody that has the deep pockets, staff for days, and somebody that can go toe-to-toe with the companies that have the same kind of deep pockets. You can get started in 8 clicks or less by going to forthepeople.com/TK's Garage. Again, that's forthepeople.com/TK's Garage. And I appreciate them for allowing me to do what I do. So again, guys, we're getting into some of these reviews, and I got some more, and I've actually been contacted by some of these customers directly. Then we'll get into the dumb shit as far as the email with the threatening emails and whatnot. But this one comes from Angela Tiber. It was posted 5 days ago. Has several reviews, so definitely a legitimate account. Beware. The worst and shadiest dealership ever. Put a car on hold with contract and financing paperwork already signed. And all of a sudden, the car was sold. Offered to leave a deposit, but was told no need to. This is your car, and then the car was sold. Tried calling numerous times, but no one I needed to talk to was ever available. Stay away at all costs. Now, this is something new, and unfortunately, this is an issue that has plagued Dodge dealerships for the last 24 months. And unfortunately, this falls not just on the general manager at Classic, but this also falls back on corporate. And I'm talking about Stellantis. And I know they watch these videos. And I know administrative staff from Tim's office watches these videos. That's why I'm saying it. It falls back on you guys. You allow these dealers to do this scumbag shit. Somebody else walks in. Somebody's already contractually signed for a vehicle. They've already done paperwork on a car. Meaning you've already pulled their credit. You've already got an approval for financing. This is their car. You have to do one or two things, like maybe put the floor mats in or prep it because it's a new car and it hasn't been prepped yet. And then customer B walks in and agrees to pay you $5,000 over sticker, but you already have a contract and a deal done on another car. Yet you'll sell the other vehicle, make the extra $5,000, and then tell the other customer to go fuck themselves. But this is okay. Actually, it's not. And in North Carolina, there's actually laws on the books to protect you, the consumer, to actually go after the dealerships that do that. So I actually reached out to, I sent a message because, you know, you can go through the Google reviews thing. And here's the thing. You're going to say, oh, I guess she made bad reviews. She gave Monroe Nissan a 5-star review. That was 17 hours ago. 5 months ago, she gave Keffer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram 5 stars. There's Novant Health, Postal, Realty, Nail Salon. She's an active reviewer, and the only negative review she has is of classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Now, I'd be pissed too if I went through all of the paperwork to buy my car and I come back the next day to find out that you sold it to somebody else. That's fucking scumbag activity. All right. This is something that the general manager needs to address. This is something that we literally just addressed in the last month over an active duty service member with a Demon 170 from another dealership group. Now, I'm pretty sure, and this is what pisses me off about Classic, right? Classic also has a dealership out in Goldsboro, right? Now, I spent some time out in Goldsboro, and I spent some time out in Rayford and stuff, and we used to go out there for different service stuff. My Chrysler Aspen used to go to Classic in Goldsboro, and I never experienced the shit that I'm seeing here. It seems like this dealership in Charlotte is a fucking problem. Now, the general manager is probably going to say, look, I've been here. Maybe they've been there for a long time. Maybe they're new. Maybe they're trying to clean stuff up. You need to look at your reviews, and you need to bring your staff in, and you need to talk to them about this bullshit. If I were you, and I'm the general manager there, I would reach out to this customer whose only negative review is yours because you sold the car out from under them and make it right. That's what I would do. Are they going to do it? Probably not. The next thing I would do is I would fire your service manager. And we're going to get into that right now. Before we do, I have one more review here from Amaya Rice. 19 reviews, 42 photos, and is listed as a local guide by Google. This is another issue that the general manager should take notice of. Employees are rude and very uneducated. They lied to me right to my face. It has been every experience we've had with this dealership has been a complete and total nightmare. Oof. Oh. Here's another one. This is dealing with Amanda, and this is for the general manager or the ownership group there. You got to get rid of this person. Look, where there's smoke, there's fire. All right, bro. Let's just keep it 100. All right. The service manager is obviously shit-faced on the job or drinking on the job. Now, I know you're going to say, well, TK, you're drinking Hennessy while you're making videos with your coffee. I'm retired. I have the right to be able to do that. I'm not in customers' faces every day. I'm not going, can you smell that Hennessy? This is from Brittany Stewart. Horrible, horrible service. Brother of mine went to get service today. While paying, he was told by the service director, Amanda Lee, that they did not want him to come back due to his prior review of the company. This is so unprofessional in its finest. You cannot be mad because the service wasn't the best this first time, and he was honest about it. If the review was that bad, you should have let him know when he made his appointment that you did not want him back. There will be more reviews to come. There definitely will be lots of reviews to come. Effective today on today's video, once we read the email that we got in with somebody that's protecting Amanda Lee, which it's either Amanda directly or somebody that's digging in her guts, more than likely. And needless to say, it made me laugh. It made me all warm and fuzzy inside. Made me chuckle. Because what a lot of people don't know is one of my largest demographics, and it's because I lived in Charlotte for a long time. One of my largest demographics, the people that follow me here on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, it's Charlotte. And it's been a long time. I've not done a car meet in Charlotte, and I know the chief just loves me. I know the chief of police there just loves me. I think it's time that we go back to Charlotte. Maybe do a Dodge meetup and just roll through and see what Classic has to offer. I don't know. Might be a fun time. Anyways, so I get this email. And it comes into my TK's Garage dealer issues at gmail.com. So I want to let you know that we think you are a horrible piece of shit. Mentioning Amanda the way you did, like she's nothing or doesn't work her ass off and puts in hours upon hours upon hours, is disrespectful. You don't know what the actual issues are with these customers, or if these customers are just trying to get over. No, I don't drink on the job. I just eat mints. So in this email, it says Amanda, but then it says, no, I don't drink on the job. This is how you expose yourself when you write an email. You didn't proofread this email before you sent it? Oh, shame. Anyways, if you ever appear at my dealership here, us and the boys will take care of you accordingly. You won't need to write a review. Good. I look forward to coming to the service department at Classic here very soon. I really do. I can't wait. I can't wait. So I wanted to address that because I thought that was funny. Now I know some of you guys are going to say, are you going to contact Charlotte Mecklenburg and file a report on them? Nope. I think I'm just going to make a coupon code from my other website that allows people to send care packages of gummy bear penises. I think that's what's going to happen. I think I need to do it. If I should make the coupon code CLASSIC for 98% off of anything you want to send there, do you think that would be a good idea? Let me know in the comments section down below. It is a new year, and I do need to get some losses stacked up so I have write-offs for this coming year. Now, back to the reviews, because this is what's important. It's not about me. It's about the customers. I had to address it because I got the email. It's probably bullshit, but it's somebody that either knows her or it was her directly, and she was probably drunk on the job. That's why she said I and my dealership. Oh, you gotta love dummies, man. You can't, they say you can't fix stupid. You can't. Once you're stupid, you're just stupid for life. All right. This is from Dewan Spinger. All right. Actual review. Took my wife's car on Monday because the steering wheel would shake when you pressed the brakes. They took rotors. They took all day to find the problem because when they took the car out, I was told it was not the brakes. When they finally found the problem, I was told it was the front struts. No, bro. They said I would get the car back Wednesday because they were waiting on parts. Wednesday came and went, no repairs. Finally, today is Thursday, and they said the car was ready. Apparently, they did not take the car back out after replacing the struts because the car still shakes when you press the brakes. We spent $1,563 to get nothing done. I'm completely disappointed and highly upset. If the people who work on these cars don't know what the problem is, then who does? That's sad. If your service department can't figure out, and this is just common sense if you don't know a lot about cars. If you depress your brakes, if you're getting on your brakes and the car starts doing this, shaking, especially in the front, you got warped rotors. Okay, this is a common issue with cars, especially ones that aren't drilled and slotted. They're just solid rotors, and as they get thin, if you're on your brakes, and it can happen in Charlotte, there's some hills and valleys and stuff you go through, and you're on the brakes kind of hard coming down, and then you go through a puddle, done. Snow on the ground, raining, and you're on the brakes hard, maybe coming to a stop on the highway, done. You can stop that issue by getting better quality rotors, 1. 2, don't bring it to a service department that is full of fucking retards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, that's the biggest issues right there. I mean, oh God, that is such a testament to that service department. If you bring a car in that is shaking under braking, I mean, you could literally take the tires off and just put your hand around the. Oh my God! Please tell me they're not that stupid. They probably are, though. I mean, what are you gonna when your service department manager drinks on the job, cusses out people, says all kinds of wild shit? That does not surprise me. All right, none of this surprises me at all. But that is a safety concern. Now, you also may have a claim. Now, I don't put a lot of faith in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, unfortunately. They're not known for doing their jobs. I mean, when they were doing the street racing enforcement and stuff, and I had people just catching them asleep in their cruisers or fucking prostitutes in the back seats of unmarked cars and all kinds of other stuff. You can go back a couple years and go look at some of those videos. But yeah, we did that. I don't have a lot of faith in that department, unfortunately. What I would recommend, though, is, if you're in one of the other surrounding counties, or, you could go to the district attorney's office directly and see if you could get like a theft of services charge on the dealership, or a theft by deception. There's a couple of different laws on the books in North Carolina you could use against a service department that does that. If you happen to see this video, Dewan, and you want some help with that, I'll happily put you in contact with my attorney, and they'll be able to help you do that. No charge, of course. It's very simple. It's literally just going down there and filing a complaint, and then they decide if they want to charge that dealership. And this is because I know the GM is probably going to see this video. Yes, I'm going to keep my foot on the neck of your dealership until I know that these issues are resolved. Looking at some of these reviews and the fact, here's the thing. You're not even responding to these fucking reviews. That's bad business. That's super bad business. You have an F with the Better Business Bureau, which I don't really give a shit about the Better Business Bureau. To be honest, it's a paid organization. I get it. But to constantly see these reviews and the shit that you got going on, it's ridiculous, man. It's just bad, man. Like this one was really bad. This one was from 6 months ago. This is from MH, 41 reviews. So definitely a legitimate account. Do not service your vehicle here. We took our Jeep in for the 30,000 mile service, which is comprised. They wrote compromised. Comprised of steering fluid flush, fluid checks, oil change, air filter replacement, tire alignment, and rotation. Paid approximately $1,400 for the service. Jesus Christ. A week after servicing it, our Jeep experienced its first death wobble. Now, that's a common issue with these Jeeps, unfortunately. I'm 100% certain this was caused by loose bolts and lack of care by mechanics when they either flushed the steering fluids, rotated and aligned the tires, etc. Called Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and they said to take the vehicle in for review. Upon pickup of the Jeep, we learned they did nothing to diagnose the root cause, and they recommended to overinflate the tires to 40 PSI. You're kidding me, right? Yeah, the tires should be at 36 PSI. Now, I only know this because a buddy of mine named Sean that runs a channel here called Esau World had a I don't know what they're called, YJ Wrangler or whatever, and it was experiencing some of the same crap. It's a common issue with these Jeeps. They also recommended replacement of the steering damper. It's not going to stop the death wobble. Vehicle never wobbled until after this service. Now, I'm going to be honest. Part of the issue with the wobble is probably because they rotated the tires. The tires wore a certain way, and now you're feeling that vibration when you're driving because the tires are... Look, yes, you should rotate your tires, but if you're going to rotate your tires, you need to do it like every 3 to 5,000 miles, not at 30. At 30,000 miles, those tires are set in their ways, like straight up. Not rotating the tires are going to do nothing but cause problems. Literally just dealt with this on Chevy Trax that had 40 something thousand miles on the tires, and they rotated the tires and it shook like shit. So that's most likely a tire issue. Yes, those Wranglers do have a death wobble, but again, the fact that the service manager is not taking this seriously, I need to make you aware that because now you've had it and you've documented that you've had these issues, MH, that if you get into an accident, if your Jeep experiences a death wobble and it results in an accident, you may be entitled to compensation. You may have a valid suit and claim against the dealership. I would highly recommend that you consult with an attorney before you get into an accident. And if you'd like more information on that, I'd happily get you plugged in with somebody. You could email me at tk'sgaragedealerissues@gmail.com. I think the only thing that these dealers are going to understand, and now that I've partnered with my my good buddy David, who's going to start suing these dealers, I think as they get sued and it starts hitting them in these ownership groups in their pockets excessively heavily, they'll start firing these dumbasses and get the right people in charge that'll have the right culture and run the dealership the right way before dealerships just don't exist. Because this is going to keep happening and it'll end up being an issue on a ballot or politically, and dealerships won't exist. They won't. If this kind of shit continues to happen. And the stuff that's going on, I could go on all day on Classic. I could read 1,000 reviews of them with bad shit, and they don't respond to any of them. They don't address them. They don't care. This is a prime example. Stay the fuck away from Classic Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. The one thing that these son of a bitches will learn is when people see videos like this and reviews over and over and over. And what Classic doesn't understand is when somebody Googles, one of the highest things that do pop up is video. So these videos on Classic will pop up first. Your service manager is obviously extremely unprofessional and may be a lush on the job. Your staff treats customers like shit. We already covered this yesterday, that you may have some racism going on there, which is hilarious to me, because I've been advised that this is supposedly a black-owned dealership. The fuck? So you're just catering to all the white folks and saying, fuck your own people, huh? Whew. Takes all types, I guess. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Feel free to go express how you feel over on Google in the reviews, Yelp, dealer rate, all that fun stuff. You guys know what time it is. Because putting people's lives at risk in your service department, not a good idea. Selling cars out from under people, we don't tolerate that here. See you guys on the next one.